What's up, guys? So, I've got a fun little throwback for you. I'm gonna apologize in advance for the low quality of the footage here, but I had to do a little bit of crazy transferring, and well, you'll see it in a second. So, going back a few years, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. I was a huge fan of the Fellowship of the Ring, and had sort of a unique opportunity of had my grandmother give me a call and say, hey, if you wanted to go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? I was like, well, duh, New Zealand. I mean, come on. And she took me to New Zealand, and we hooked up with a group called Red Carpet Tours, and we got to go around and see sights from Lord of the Rings, and it was a lot of fun. It was a heck of an experience. But along the way, one of the local broadcast shows, the Holmes Show, took interest in the tour and sent some of their representatives out, and they followed us for a couple of days. And next thing I knew, I was on TV. So, once more, I apologize for the low quality footage, but here we go.
Well, the whole world loves The Lord of the Rings. The international critics love Lord of the Rings, and the fans of the books, and there are millions of fans of the books, they seem to love Lord of the Rings, the film, as well, and they're passionate about the movies as they are about the books, and they want to come here and they want to see where and to be where the cinematography was all created. One company, Red Carpet Tours, has brought the first coachload of overseas tourists for a countrywide trek of the Lord of the Rings locations. And so these are your serious fans. These are your fans shelling out a couple of grand, you know, to experience the actual scenes firsthand. This first group of 34, they started at Matamata and the newly opened Hobbiton set we showed you a few weeks back, and they've made their way to Wellington for tonight's premiere. The fans of the Fellowship and Paul Hobbs.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Gemma, 18, English, in between jobs, and plenty impressed.
Oh my God!
And she isn't alone. 34 Tolkien fanatics. Red Carpet Tour's first coachload of overseas tourists booked in for the Lord of the Rings experience. Today in the back blocks of Matamata, the Alexander Farm, Hobbiton.
This was Bilbo's home. As the movie opens, basically, we get Gandalf coming up this road here. His cart stops here, and they step inside for a bit of tea. And Bilbo responds without even opening the door. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Or visitors, well-wishers, or distant relations. And Gandalf kind of just looks at, what about his very old friends?
This is Joshua, 24, American, a game shop manager. He knows his stuff.
How many times have you seen this movie?
I saw it 14 times in the cinema. I purchased the DVD as soon as it was available. I've watched it daily since then. If my count serves me, I'm at 152.
Run that again?
I'm at 152.
Every night, after work, 3 hours in a chair with a cup of
Tea? Or maybe something a little stronger.
Somehow I get unusual looks when I say I've seen it 150 times.
Really?
One ring.
He's got the ring as well.
This is actually licensed by New Line Cinema. This is a full replica based on the dimensions.
It ensnared a new bearer.
It's something that I've basically worn every single day since I've received it.
You never take it off?
Not at all.
In the shower?
Well, you know, it's got to get clean too.
And despite all that stored knowledge, getting all the lines right today is a little tricky.
I'm afraid in the excitement of the moment, I'm kind of losing some of the dialogue.
He's pretty extreme, isn't he?
Yes, he's loved this since he was a little boy.
Grandma isn't really a fan. Shouted Joshua the trip, though.
Does it worry you and disturb you that being amongst so many fervent fans that you may be lumped into the crazy basket as well?
That's okay. They're a fun crazy.
Rabbit, I prefer. Rabbit fans.
This is Emma, high school student, older sister Jennifer, and Jennifer's husband Raj, both doctors from Calgary, Canada, all in their purpose-built fellowship cloaks.
No, we take them out for special occasions.
It's a little bit of a blustery day, and I'm really warm in this. I think capes will be, all the rage in the next couple of years.
This is the first place we've come to, and it's already incredible. So, Lord of the Rings. It's so real, and I've watched it 21 times at the cinema.
What do your friends and family think? Do they think you're a bit crazy?
Yeah. Well, the first time I saw it, they were like, oh yeah, I'm going to see it again. I'm going to see it again. I kept going to see it, and they're like, you really should stop now. How many times have you seen it? And every time we got more, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to see it again. I used to walk into work with like a bag, and I'd have to buy some merchandise, and they're like, oh God, you've got more stuff, haven't you? Like, no.
You see, I'm not an obsessive like some people.
A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor.
And march they did up Mount Ruapehu.
It's the original start of the movie where you know, the two armies fought. Oh, it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely just stunning, I think.
This is Shannon, a banker. He's here with his wife.
We're from Shanghai.
I saw it first on the 21st of December, and I thought it was all about emotions and family and connections and loyalty, and I just cried and cried, and I immediately ran to be with my family that evening. And
Nina works at London University, admissions. She's been on the One Ring internet site every day for a year, and she's raring to go at the premiere.
I don't care if I look a fool. You only live once, it's do it now.
Red Carpet Tours got the red carpet treatment, and at midnight tonight they will be at the first public screening of The Two Towers, beginning another year of Rings devotion.
Very nice, aren't they great? They all had very good teeth too. You notice that they had very good sets of teeth, that coach-loaded the Lord of the Rings tourists. Anyway, they head for Te Papa in the morning. There's a big Lord of the Rings exhibition on there too for the opening of the Lord of the Rings exhibition. And then they're in the South Island. They were great sports. Paul Hobbs enjoyed them very much, and of course we're all going Lord of the Rings balmy again. Auckland's premiere starts at 8 o'clock tonight, and then the 1 minute past midnight sessions begin as the Fellowship continues its great journey. And of course we have to say also, as Peter Jackson continues to get very good wear out of that purple shirt. Those were our people today. That's Holmes Tonight.
So that video package actually aired the day of the Wellington premiere of The Two Towers. And yeah, I was right there. In fact, I was walking through the streets of Wellington, heading down towards the theater where the premiere was taking place, and I didn't realize that the show was actually playing. And so there was literally a couple of times where people are in a pub having a beer, kind of enjoying the whole festivities, and they would walk out and they would see me and they're like, I just saw you! You're that guy! Yeah, I guess I am. So, it was all a good time. Anyway, more stories to tell, but this one's already gone on long enough. So, fun little throwback, special thanks to my grandma, and hey guys, all the best.